Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh my god, is this Zkhai here?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Sky.
Hi.
How you doing today, little one?
Just restocking my wares.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any more of the insects? Do you need any more insect? Man, do you need any more insect?
Yeah, grubs, grubs.
Scraps, scraps, scraps. Oh, okay, I need to go hunt
Yeah,
scraps, scraps, scraps.
grubs, grubs. Rip. God damn it, Conan. Bastard. Uh. I will give grubs. Oh, bird be gone. Oh, jeez, that's annoying. Hang on, I need to restart. Hang on. Oh, oh fuck's sake. Uh, what is wrong with this game?
selling here.
I see. I'll definitely keep an eye out then.
Yeah, of course. So, are you a trader or what is your profession?
I'm a mage.
Are you a mage? I think you should meet up. Let's see.
Achoo!
Inte se vad samma stil.
Gah.
Sky, you sneaker. Come here, sneaker.
Me? Where?
Yeah, I hear you, Sky. Where are you?
Me. In the perch.
In the what? At the
Perch.
bridge or?
Above the sign.
Okay, Sky. Oh yeah, now. Oh, that one you meant. Oh, you sneaker.
Me.
Up here. You're a sneaker. She's a tiny little raven.
Me.
Sky.
East?
Oh. Am I getting hot or am I getting cold, Sky?
Near the sign. Me.
What's that?
Over.
Oh, that one. The big sign you mean. Sky, this is Lilith. Lilith, this is Sky.
Hi.
The bird up there.
Hello.
And she definitely loves fat grubs and insects. If you have any, she will love that.
Yeah.
I'll
Do
make
I
sure
have
to keep some on me.
Mm-hmm.
This time, Sky, I don't have any of those. No, I'm sorry, Sky.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, by the way, I restocked the tools, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to I need to move my trader here so he can sell better because she's not selling so good here at my post.
I just noticed you moved.
Oh, you already did you not? You already noticed I moved. I've been living like I think 1 or 2 weeks now over in my new spot. So I move my campsite.
Mm-hmm.
You like my new place, Sky?
Yeah. I mean, you know Miss Me when I always leave advertisements.
Oh yes, I saw it. I did not. I think I saw it yesterday. I was like, okay, Sky has been my place now. Finally, she leaves such a cute note.
Yeah.
But yes, anything new, Sky, I should know about?
Oh. Well, there's a lot going on. Plus, I upgraded my rig.
Oh yeah, you did. You did upgrade it. So look at Sky's cart.
Yes, a drill.
Oh, look at you are so fancy, Sky. And this is not a cart. This is definitely not a cart.
I'm a
Mm-hmm.
I'm a crop officer, bird officer. I don't do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a beautiful weather today. No raining. A knock on the wood. Because then I have to move. I have to close the camp a little bit, because of the rain.
Are you worried about dogs with rabies going on nearby?
No, So what about that?
They look like cute little puppers, but they tend to get really, really angry. It's near your place.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, those one beside me.
yeah.
Listen, if they come close to me, I burn them to crisp. Okay, I burn them to crisp, and then I use the food to lurk other bigger stuff.
Uh,
Yeah, no.
yeah, I'm worried that you might get bitten and get rabies.
Ah, I have not got bit yet.
Knock on wood.
Not yet. Knock on wood. And if I getting rabies, maybe I should eat a certain raven. Ah, I'm kidding, Sky. I'm kidding. I won't eat you. No, she meant is I have a pack of dogs next to my camp, so be careful. And if do you have a map on you by any chance?
Map. Yeah.
Yes, a map. Because my campsite is on the grid of R17, left corner down below. If you take the portal of Silver, Silver Mine, behind the Silver Mine is where my campsite is. So if you need a place to rest, I have some tents there that you can sleep. There's some bedrolls I put down there, some heights, and there's some campfires, so it should keep you warm. If you need a place to rest, if you have not found a place to be.
Okay.
Well, now you two, I have to go, Sky.
Okay, good luck.
And be safe, Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And you too, Lilith.
And safe travel.
Good luck. The best birdies. The bourbon. The bourbon. Oh no! Oh no! There's an update! There's an update! Hang on. Good luck. Oh boy, we gotta update again. Nice. I'll just wait for the server to restart instead of me. Blap. Oh yeah, I need to buy something. Freedom! Freaking eagle. Ah, damn it. Freedom?
Hello.
Hello!
How are you, Zkhai?
I just woke up and managed to restock my wares.
I see. I see. I just happened to get your letter. You know, I have a private um, mailbox, don't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I do. So it's a lucky thing I came here to check for council mail when I wake up.
I'll keep that in mind. Because there's a lot of addresses that
Yes.
makes me wanna dizzy. I'm glad I'm not a messenger.
Well, mine and Norna's is fairly obvious. It has our names on it, hard to miss. But yes, I did see you were hoping to meet now, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to talk with you, but I will say since last night it has not been enough time for me to prepare anything. But I'm still happy to discuss, but
I
I'll
see.
still likely need time to um, provide anything. Let's say. Still, I am at your disposal for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Hmm. There's a lot of things going on, especially the one that is putting on hold. The pump, for example.
The what? The
The
pump.
pump. That I believe is Eve requested it, or I know one of the council members requested to make a pump of some sort.
What is the pump for?
Apparently for the cavern initially.
Right.
The is already in the letter. You
I do have your letter here. Yes, I mean, I did see it. You're mentioning the convict tunnel, but that one has been sealed, hasn't it?
yeah, yep. But apparently there's some discussions of opening it up for apparently a recent discovery. But it's more on
Mm.
Hex and Ducade's department. I have little information about it.
It is my understanding that if a well prepared group is put together and they have a plan of action, we will let them go in if it is possible to go in. Uh, but I've not been on top of that conversation personally. What can I help you with in regards to the pump?
Firstly, the magic source. That's why me and Garen are investigating the red crystal in R21. It's been like on hold for freaking weeks now, or even a full month. So,
You need to power the pump with magic?
yep.
Why not something as simple as steam or water? Produce kinetic energy to operate the pump.
That is true, but we don't want any smoke covering up the cavern.
I see. Okay, I can prepare something. For that, I will need the schematics of the pump, what parts of it you want to be motorized,
Oh, isn't
and
the pump is just already ready? Well, it's more of a shell, really. It's in it's in my workshop near the tavern. So it's
I will
hmm?
still need the schematics to be able to prepare the enchantment to be placed on the pump itself.
Oh, you can see the physical machine of it if you're willing to see it for
I'll
yourself.
be, of course, but that seeing the product does not remove the need for the blueprint.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I need to understand its parts, not to see the finished result from the outside. And unless you're very ready to show me, point me at that one cog and say, I need this to keep spinning for 2 days at this amount of rotational force. That I can do on the spot, but if you want me to properly enchant the pump to work magically, I will need to understand it more deeply.
Okay, I'll try to make a schematics then. That's gonna be off. Gonna be.
You don't already have schematics for your
Uh,
invention?
Usually I parse bits and pieces together.
Mm. Yeah, then it will be good practice. It's good to have an archive of your work so you can revisit it as needed.
Yeah, like I said, it's still a shell, so that's a good start, I guess.
beyond that, the big difference maker will be whether you want it to be self-sustaining perpetually or you just want it to operate for a certain amount of time.
I mean, it could be perpetually, and maybe there's a chance of downsize it as well, so it doesn't look like a giant chunk of.
I mean, I'm sure it being perpetually self-sustaining would be nice, but it will also be a lot more expensive and time-consuming to make that way.
That's why, like, I decided to hopefully downsize it so it doesn't
Hmm.
like cost enough energy to run it.
Mm, yes, but I, I'm sure between the two of us we can figure it out. I just need you to get me the schematics,
Mm-hmm.
and if you are concerned about your intellectual property, I can sign an agreement in regards to that. But I need the schematics to know what to enchant and also what the intended result of the enchantment is to be. Hence, how long do you need it to operate? At what strength? That sort of thing.
I see.
Yes, the more accurate you are with its intended function, the closer and more efficiently the enchantment can fulfill it. Is there anything else about the pump?
So far, no. That's pretty much all I need to know. And now for the other bullet points. I'm not
I remember that crystal was the first thing you and I ever spoke about, and yet I still have not had the opportunity to go see it.
I mean, if you're curious, freedom.
Of course, I'm curious.
I
There's
was.
that.
Did you
Cool
just
map.
say freedom?
Yep. Apparently, every time I hear a eagle or a hawk, apparently Duquesne says freedom. So I have to copy him.
That one has a cat. Hello.
Hello.
That's a cute cat.
Where's the cat? Oh, you mean my cat on my shoulder?
Yes.
Sorry, I do have a lot of cats, so I was like,
Uh-oh.
I have 1, 2, 3 cats.
A woman of culture. You should. Oh, Norna. Hello.
Yes,
I
I
didn't.
did speak a second ago. Hello.
I didn't see you
Hello.
there. Yes.
Very nice cat on your neck. You are so majestic, cat. You're doing great.
Right?
Pardon
I bet.
me for a minute. I'm going to just remember all my cats for a minute and just stare at this poster.
Yeah, but the thing is, this cat is one. He's my companion too. He keeps life. My six.
He keeps your what?
He keeps my backside. He watches me over my backside. So
Oh, right.
like if
You're
someone comes
okay.
behind, he alerts me.
I see. That is very useful.
Mm-hmm. So when we are in combat, he tells me where to watch. It's really good to have a cat, But
Mm.
sometimes he runs, so it's like, I have to be extra careful.
I am very familiar because we have many cats at the tower. By the way, are deer just walking around the town? What
Yeah,
is
they
that
are.
noise?
Apparently, every time you show
I
up, the
was
deer's coming into town. Apparently.
I was gonna say, I was like, am I seeing stuff or?
Well, with the increased soldiers about, they gotta feed them.
Right.
right?
But I'm not used to deer. Rabbits maybe, but deer roaming into town
Mm-hmm.
is strange.
Someone has a
I don't
hobby.
disagree. By the way, I heard a bird. That did not sound like you. What was
Meet
that?
me.
Hmm?
Was it you or was it something else?
Oh, the scree?
Yeah.
That's the sound of freedom.
Where did Norna go?
There you are. I was looking for you. You just blended in there, Zkhai.
Meet me.
She was just here. Where did she go?
Behind the near the maze, behind the sign, the clinic sign.
Other says.
E.
Looking majestic as always.
You kind of expected that every time she show up, the deer is coming to town.
Hey, you know what? Free meat, you know, if you wanna hunt it down.
Maybe not in town, but I did just try to tell it that it should go back to the trees and be with its family.
It's going to the clinic.
Wonderful. Great listening, dear.
Hmm?
Not you, dear. The other dear.
Sorry, I was.
But you're also really
distracted.
great at listening. Yes,
I-
I'm noticing.
I'm trying to focus.
And you're having issues? Hmm?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, no.
Uh-huh.
Somebody sounds a bit conflicted.
I think you are having issues. Can I help you with any of those?
I think get. Yes. I think the answer is yes.
You think?
Yes.
Yep, time to update again. Fun. Okay, so I believe it's pseudo and custom. Okay, pseudo and custom. Oh. Man, I'm gonna miss the server, not gonna lie. Wondrous. I'm going down in the city that we love. Raining down all over the hills and darkness below. Wrong song, but yeah. Yeah, while we're waiting, might as well get something. I guess a something. this. Oh no. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, good, 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 good.
I was left to my own device.
This is Norna, by the way, if you hear it.
Many days fell away with nothing to
Oh
show.
my god.
And the
Worlds
walls
get
kept
tumbling
tumbling
down
down
in
in
the
the
city
city
that
that
we
we
love.
love. Gray clouds roll over the hills, spreading darkness from above. And if you close your eyes,
Ayo, ayo,
does it almost feel
ayo,
like
ayo,
nothing
ayo,
strange at all?
ayo, ayo.
I know, my fingers hurt.
Pinky's hurt. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I saw normal. Uh, uh. Okay. Boo. Just Wait, no. 3, 4, 5. That's gotta be a long song. Okay, let's go. Service up. It's gone. Okay. Mhm.
doubt that would be very annoying.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah, I'd be too busy about trying to get clean having all those leaves flying about me. You know, to get stuck in places. I don't want them to get stuck.
Oh, they know better. They know better than to do that.
No, they don't.
They, to me,
Boy, am I glad I'm just out of range.
Maybe if I get in the eye of the storm, I'll be safe.
you trying to get in my eye? You trying to get in my eye right now?
Wow.
No, normally those are behind closed door type of things, but you know, I'm okay to watch.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
Okay, you all settle down.
It's
Oh, hi,
a
Sky.
bird.
I think it's Sky.
It's a bird.
Hi.
It's a bird.
Hi, Sky. Where were we?
Red crystal.
Right. And as you know, as interesting as I find that, and I do, I have been meaning to visit.
Stop trying to bap me, book.
Are you having is it currently like a project of yours? Why, or is it just interest that you're looking into it?
It's more of an interest.
Right.
Curiosity as usual.
Then I'll tell you what. Okay.
I'm going to see what freedom was about.
I mean, I could tell you that, but okay. Well, she'll figure
The
it out.
ability to make a choice anytime you want. That's what freedom's about, right? So I answered the question for. I'm a smart elf.
I mean, one might argue that freedom isn't just the ability to make the choice, but the ability to see that choice through without being forcibly stopped. Regardless, what say you, Sky, that you and I arrange a
Expedition?
recreational trip to sure, an expedition. No, don't use that word. It's too close to adventure, and I don't like that. Recreational, just some light researching for fun.
A trip. Field trip. I don't like the
Yes.
recreation either. That kind of requires something a little grassy, if you know what I mean.
And it'll have to be at some free time, which I have allotted for. Let me see. C39. Open my schedule for this week. I have an opening for recreation Sunday afternoon.
Sorry, because my stars are kind of ahead of everyone.
EST.
Sunday.
When are you free Sunday, and I can move some things around.
All right.
You haven't answered me, though.
That was like Sunday's like 14 for me, I believe.
Yes, but what time?
Like I said, I'm very flexible. I can wake up at 12, or I can wake up at. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're gonna go to sleep at 6 anyway, so that's pretty much
Yes.
yeah, that's pretty
So,
much yep, 12 to
all right.
6. That's the
Then we'll meet on Sunday at some point in the afternoon and go on our recreational, fun research field trip on that
yes.
floating island.
Hmm.
Now, the next bit about your book,
Hmm.
that requires a more close conversation that we can have.
Uh-huh.
Um, the inventions and schematics that you want to discuss, do you have a list of those now, or is that just general idea conversation?
It's more
Just
one. I like to show something in my workshop, so to say.
was going to say, why don't you go to the workshop, or why don't you invite Sky to the tower for the conversation you need to have? Also, I need to.
I was getting to that.
Okay, well, I need to go to the tower to fetch something, okay?
Well, it was nice seeing you, miss. Have a good day.
Good
It
luck.
was good to see you too, Furlong. Yes. You all have a beautiful day.
Well, I was sort of
Thinking.
wanting Norna to come along for the book review.
But then you better hurry.
We can wait for her to come back.
Yeah.
You can if you wish. I can try to be quick.
Okay.
Or why don't you just go? Where are you going? I can meet you there.
My workshop
I,
is in near Quirky Haven Tavern in the northwest question
Mm-hmm.
mark northeast. Yeah, there you go.
No, I've been there. I know. I can go there. I can meet you both there. Okay, Sevatar.
yes. All right, let me go grab the copy of the book you sent us, Sky, and
Yeah, yeah.
we can head out.
All right.
Oh, before
Meet me.
I,
Fucking what?
Oh, you never seen my works before?
Really?
Mm.
It looks like a carriage, but not really a carriage.
oh,
Yep.
that's amazing.
I mean, it's got the wheels.
Yep. It's my cart.
And somebody said that thing on the front's a drill, right? It can go through rocks and dirt and stuff.
Yeah, yep. Currently is not yet activated though.
Well, I would hate to be in the front of that thing. How fast does it go?
It's not as fast as a horse, but can carry. To get the idea,
Suppose it's got over its drawbacks.
I mean, yeah, given is powered by the runestones I'm sitting on. If I push it toward it, get the mana and the stone itself get burned into soot. So I would normally I wouldn't weaponize it, but I just to get it out of the system.
Okay. I mean, you do you. Oh, that's Just don't run me over with that thing, yeah? Please?
Well, at least this is not a horse. Especially Aatrox's horse.
Oh, did that fella ever get any help last night?
Believe so.
Okay, good, because he wasn't looking too good.
He's kind of stubborn.
I've noticed. I mean, he just sits there all hunched over and then buffs up whatever it is he fucking throws up, and then he just sits there even more. Not saying, hey, can somebody help me? Can somebody wipe me mouth? Can somebody, clean up after me? Can I clean up after myself? No, none of that. He just sits there like a fucking lump on a log.
Right, well, I'm ready.
Alright.
All right, Avatar, they're ready.
Alright, let's get going. Good luck.
Have fun, be safe, don't get hurt.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Absolutely, it was.
Hello.
Oh, Senator, they're ready because I said I'm ready. I get it.
Where are you guys heading?
Back in my workshop.
Then you drive safe and be safe out there.
Hey,
Bye, mysterious cat lady.
good luck.
Have you already forgot me?
You wear a mask. What do you
You can
mean?
hear my voice, Ken.
God.
Who dressed like this? Okay, fair. I have not the same clothes. It's me, Moria.
Oh, you were there the day when things were happening and you were willing to help. I remember.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you again. I'm glad you're okay. I gotta go with Zkhai though. You take
Yeah, go
care.
for it.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Could have helped me out there, Zkhai. Damn.
I can't. She has a
Please,
gravitational
let me handle
pull.
that. Yeah, you could have offered the name or something.
I mean, I tend to freeze when it comes to social stuff.
Right. Well, after you. You think socializing is any easier for me? Is that it?
No, I tend to freeze up, like literally freeze up. I swear there's an angry bear somewhere.
Oh,
Oh.
I think you found it.
He found you, apparently.
Might be my fragrance.
Well, I have the excuse to throw the burnt mana, so...
That looks steep. You know, if you make one of these moving machines human-sized, I should like to buy one of them
Oh,
to get me around.
I made a template that has 10 parts.
Well, you you make one for me, and I'll pay you however much.
If you have free time, at least. I will make a custom.
Yes, please.
Alright.
Sounds useful to have one. Like a cart without the horse.
Very much. Yeah, this is the pump that I'm talk about.
I see. Well, I won't pretend to have engineering knowledge enough to give an informed opinion on your work. I work with my work with pipes is strictly arcane. So I doubt that I'm sure some of the same principles apply, but yes, it 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 is a pump. It looks like a pump. That's Yep, that's my opinion. Though presumably it will need some tube attached to transport the water, input and output, right?
Mm-hmm. And the input is like in the back. This is where the water's gonna gush out. And on the top, that's
Mm.
where I'm gonna put the magical power source.
The what?
The power source.
Oh, right. Yes. I yes, that's where I come in, I suppose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, as we discussed, if you can write down the schematics and tell me the intended result, like um, essentially, I need a metric of force that you want to be generated and where that force will be applied.
Mm.
Simple?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Alright. For the next one, I would like to meet my prototype driver. This is my flying machine.
A flying machine.
Mm-hmm.
How does it fly?
Using instead of my earth rune to power my cart, this one is using a Rin scribe rune. Currently, it's only hovering steadily, but it has a limit. Half a kilometer until it loses altitude, according to the from our prototype driver here. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Thank you for your work. It's fascinating.
Yeah, he's. Oh, if you notice, he's wearing a lemon enhancer as well. He's one of those showbills. They are kind of cranky, but when you get to know them, they're kind of helpful.
I'm sure they are. I'm not looking to get to know him. That's fine.
If you want the
Uh,
breakdown of the machine, I can show you inside the workshop.
yeah, that I will say that looks like it only has marginal chances of explosion.
Yeah, that's why we have to be careful. And this is the breakdown. You can see it's only 10 parts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is fascinating.
Do you want a test drive?
I'm okay. I think I'll stick with my flight, my fly spell for now until at least until testing is finished on this.
Oh, I remember now. Poe requested me to have the engine of this thing shrunk down so she can have the uh, the ability to fly with aid, but the issue is the power source required. The small power source is kind of easily fizzles out when
What
I.
kind of engine are you using? Sorry to interrupt.
Mm, arcane. It's kind of crude arcane. The same engine I use for my cart.
But where does the magic come from?
Uh, it's from the stones we scribe. If you look at the one of our resident scribe here.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah,
So it is.
mhm.
Oh, go on.
we use
Sorry.
ele- we use elemental runes rather than what you used to, so to say.
Mm-hmm. I would characterize that as a bit more crude, but that's just, professional opinion there talking. Uh, so you did mention some of the limitations of your current runic scheme, and I'm guessing that, even with magic, it is fairly complex to make something self-perpetuating, and it does need to be powered somehow for the runic effects to maintain themselves. I'm guessing that's one of your issues, that it cannot keep going for too long currently.
Yeah, my runes get burned easily. The more it strains. We birds usually use
Mm.
stones, traditionally use stones to aid uh, eating, but the way I choose my stones are usually more magically inclined, like quartz, eldarium, star metal, all that. But the issue is, it's like I said, easily burned out when it's too much strain.
Fascinating.
That's why I need to like exhaust the mana burn somehow in the form of a shadow ball, or else it will like clog in the mechanism and
Well, you can. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's effective, but that's not. That's just a temporary patchwork design. Surely we can add an exhaust function somehow to let that out. I say we. Sorry, I did not mean to immediately insert myself there, but
it's fine.
I'm sure you've thought about it.
I like a good collaborative effort. Yeah, yeah, but I prefer like weaponize it in a
Mhm.
way, or else it will so
Sure.
makes let's
Well,
just
how about how about this? You put together a formula that builds up the runoff, right? And then if it reaches a certain point, it is released. And before that, if you want, you can press a button and just throw it manually.
mm,
That way you have your redundancy that if, even if you're not paying attention, you won't just randomly explode. But you also have that up your sleeve if you've built up enough power to just throw a free shadow bolt or something equivalent.
mm,
I am a big fan of redundancies
yep,
myself. I like things to be efficient and automated as possible. And, it's just the whole point of a magical mechanical transport is to not have to do the work yourself, is it not?
yep.
But yes, it would probably you would need some extra surface area and maybe a little bit of a redesign of your runic setup to add, to essentially make it a circuit
Ooh,
where the run of build-up gets collected in a certain spot and then released once it is gauged to be at a certain density. And of
ooh,
course, the firing mechanism would add some further complexity, but people usually hide complexity behind aesthetic choices,
psst, psst, write it
right?
down.
We have a lot of.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we have a
that's
resident.
useful. You
We
have
have a
one of those too.
yeah, we have a resident scribe.
Yes. Uh, yes. People usually hide. You have a lot of surface area here along the seating and the frame that could perhaps, I don't know if it already is hollow, but if it's not being used for something internally, it could hold much of the mechanism for such a thing.
I
I
mean,
assume it is hollow or at least made out of something very light if this is meant to fly.
it is made of a star metal. I try to make it as light as possible.
Well, perhaps consider a slightly wider frame
Ooh,
that may look bigger but is actually hollow on the inside. This will give you some space to add uh, the runic system and the mechanisms to collect the energy and transfer it where you need it.
I see. I see. Hmm. Interesting.
Yes, and I, to be clear, we are talking about a fair jump in system complexity from a set of rooms that just produce power to a essentially a closed system, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Would
you
that
know, I think that
would that require a new set of languages? Currently, we're just using an elemental language.
I would have to see it to tell you if um, the language you're using can support the needed complexity, but I can't imagine that it wouldn't. There's
Hmm.
usually one boiled down to it, runic functions can be pretty simple. It's just a matter of creativity and complexity in execution. You can do a lot with the basics. You just need to think creatively.
I see.
I will admit I am, of course, most well versed in arcane, by which I mean the arcane system formulas. Of course, elemental magic itself is, you know, that
Okay, the other one got
it can
bored.
be any type of magic, but I am familiar with those systems. They're my favorite. I use them in my enchanting and my creations. But I think the principles can be boiled down in such a way as can be used by most systems used for similar things.
Hmm.
Hmm. As for hmm, currently your runes, they produce flight. How? Are they gravitational or do they produce lift?
They will produce lift.
Okay, that that is what I assumed. They send the force downward, and by that reaction, produce lift. You know, hmm, it sounds a bit wasteful to me, actually.
Hmm.
Regardless of what I said before about the exhaust, if you're using a lift system, the run of magical energy is still magical energy. You could limit your margins of waste by making some use of it.
Ooh.
If you if you still go for an exhaust system, but you position it right, you could see a decent percentile increase on your lift efficiency. This might help you go higher or faster in bursts, or at least stay up for longer.
Oh.
Yeah, there's always ways to optimize, right? Optimization is the name of the game, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, that magical energy that needs to be released. That I mean, sure, it's byproduct, but that doesn't mean that it has to be waste. You can make use of it.
Yeah, I think yeah, I think so.
Of course, the more we increase the complexity of the machinery and the formulas, the more expertise will be required of the driver and the mechanic, both for use and maintenance.
And the strain of the parsers as well.
Well, yes. Well, we could, of course, simply work around. We can optimize your current system as it is, right? And I'm sure it will be much better than it was before. But it sounds like it likely still won't be what you initially intended for presumably a free-flying machine?
Hmm.
So, like with optimization of the flow of energy and the exhaust, ideally you'll see what 30%, let's say generous 40% of efficiency optimization. Will that still be enough for the velocities or altitudes that you are hoping for? What are those target numbers anyway?
More on point A to point B and back again. To get the idea,
Mm.
from here to possibly to one of the portals.
Right, right.
I'm gonna use the portals as a point of preference. So far, it can only reach the one in the north east.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
The further it go, the better. That's pretty much my goal.
Well, of course, yes. Of the So your engine is on the inside what crystals with runes, or is it metal plates?
Mm, it's basically a crystal encased, more or less a metal
Let
that
me
is
rephrase. What is your medium for the runes?
mediums, anything that is resonant, like quartz and eldarium and star metal.
Okay, okay. Mm.
I mean, the quartz is like the cheapest one. Yeah, I mean, most timekeepers had them.
So I'm gonna say it. There is a big asterisk, and we'll talk about it. But you said in your book that you went through the process of making vigor or alloy. Yes.
Yeah, since I mean, do you want to see the sample?
Well, I mean, we can, but that is accurate. Yes, you have that.
Yep.
So vigor ore has been used in alloys fairly extensively in the past,
Mm.
and in theory,
Thank you for
it
the
is,
bits.
and in practice, it is much better than Eldarium for that purpose.
Mm.
So as purely as far as efficiency goes, it would be the ideal conduit for your runic system. With that said,
There was
putting
a
it
lot
in a
for computer. Thank
machine
you.
or a building, a facility, is my ideal use of Vigoror. But a man-used vehicle like this, I would have concerns that it is still too close to a person. Usually, whenever we at Zinnia make use of um, vigor ingots and alloys, it is in such a way where there is no need for interaction with people, where we can just leave it to do its job and not worry about side effects because no one is actively near it or using it.
So basically, like an automaton.
In a way, for example, it is extensively used in the creation of the Oculus, and the machinery is either very high up in the tower or at its base and under it.
Mm.
I don't interact with any vigor directly, but it is used in the construction scheme in certain select spots. Right, that is safe application of um, vigor alloy as a metal and as a conduit.
I see.
Your machine, I suppose, it would jump the cost extremely, but if you want to take this concept to its logical extreme, you would perhaps have a frame made of, well, probably a different material than this, that is larger, hollow, and sealed in such a way as you perhaps might use vigor alloy to amplify the efficiency of your magical system, but insulated, right? Completely closed off, and probably have to include some expensive magical barriers as well to insulate it further from the driver. It would be possible to make safe. I'm talking purely theoretically right now. I'm running some math in my head.
I wonder if
But it would be...
I wonder if you managed to have it shrunk down, and so that way there's more room for insulation.
Shrunk what down?
The source, while without losing efficiency.
Yeah, if this is your prototype, any system, any prototype system can be drafted and redrafted and redrafted to be a lot more efficient space-wise and weight-wise. Those are some of the first things that are usually trimmed off. So I think that's possible. And that would cut down on the amount of area that needs to be insulated for safety. But that, of course, creates risks. You know, if there's damage and there's leakage, and it would raise costs exponentially to your current prototype, because we're talking about a lot more complicated rune work and vigor alloy and a completely redrafted runic system.
Oof.
Right, I that got away from me a little bit, I feel like.
Yeah.
I got a bit caught up following this concept to its logical extreme. Perhaps something a bit more realistic.
Yeah, let's like put the ingot aside for now. It's way too risky for the task at hand. Specifically having a engine that is small enough while it's being efficient.
Right. Then it's a matter of reworking your runic scheme to include the functions that are missing currently, and then working on that scheme and redrafting it to make it as efficient both in power efficiency and ergonomics.
I see. That's something I need to change it up with my card eventually. Currently, I'm using a Earth-centric runic system. I may mix and match for a while, for a moment.
I find that, again, I am not as comfortable with elemental system as I am with arcane formulas, but I am not a novice either. I find that introduction of carefully planned violent reactions tends to increase energy output exponentially.
Hmm.
Perhaps something to consider. That would again add a degree of risk to your engine because such reactions would need to be carefully managed and regulated, and you would need some redundancies for safety. But if done well, it could give you it could resolve your power problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's you know that's sort of how steam engines work, right? Mundane ones,
Yep.
isn't it?
Yep. Even though they are more very risky given is pressure base, very very smoky. It's kind of put a issue on the operator's health, so to say, and it requires a lot more to burn off compared to my system, which is required just a piece of stone.
I'm sorry. I was running some math and I did not catch what you said. Could you repeat?
I don't know. I'm just bringing up the cons of Steam versus the Elemental Arcane.
Well, yes. I wasn't like I used Steam as an example of what can be done when you create these. I've seen people use more explosive, mundane materials, such as dragon powder. Uh, those did not end well usually.
Ugh.
And regardless, we are referring to elemental magic here, not mundane alchemical reactions. But it was just an example.
Mm.
You could find the right amount of conflicting elemental energies and induce a reaction, and then siphon the produced energy to your end,
Ooh.
to your engine, and to your runes.
Oh, the. Hmm. Write it down. Write it down.
Again,
That's. Hmm.
yes, it's more volatile than your current steady power output from your elemental runes. But you will need something like this or a much more dedicatedly created power source to get the output that you need for the distances that you want.
I think I have a slight idea. I might work. Work. Well, we will work it out. A wee bit later. Currently, I'm still of a little another project going on. It's more of a trying to. I'm trying to recreate a schematic that someone gave me.
Do you want to talk about it?
It's over here.
Um, But I had copied this book. Right?
Oh no, it's not a
Okay,
book.
there it is. No, I know. Okay, sorry. What am I looking at?
And apparently, it's a recreation of Runecal's heart. Apparently, it's a basically a heart implant, so to say, but instead it kind of juice up very specific liquid that would cause him to outrage. My goal here is to make a modular version of this, yeah, just to repair hearts, for example.
I'm sorry, Sky. Give me just a second. I need to consult my notes for a minute.
Do you want fresh air?
Yeah, okay. Just a couple of minutes, okay?
Okay. Man, my target box is so small. Dropping some love on the community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the beats.
I'm sorry. Hi.
Me. Just checking my mailbox.
Do you want to go back in?
Okay, anyway, I got a little sidetracked.
Right. I got completely sidetracked in my thoughts. I have you ever worked with gravitational magic, Sky?
Not yet.
Oh, then okay, never mind.
Yeah, there's a
Because
because there's a special elemental rule, but it's kind of hard to master without end up things getting a little way too heavy. So, or just launch into the sky and never come back. It's a very
right.
delicate rune.
Mm. Yeah, no, I get it, and
Ow.
I had a I had a
Uh,
thought that if you if you but it would be an entirely other system to instead make it gravitational, and so it could be manually adjustable, and the machine would be weightless except for the weight necessary to steer it in certain directions.
Ooh.
Such a system would be
Me.
self-sustaining and even permanent, but gravitational
uh,
magic of this scale would be. Oh,
Oh,
oh, hello,
Wait,
dear.
hi.
sorry it took so long. May I come in?
Yes, please.
You sound troubled. Everything okay?
I'm okay. I just nearly fell out of the sky and don't want to talk about it.
What is
Uh,
that on your shoulder?
It's a duck.
oh, hey. Hey, buddy.
It found me. Or I found it. And it climbed on my shoulder, so.
Is it the same duck in Shala?
No, I don't. Well, maybe. Are you? I don't know.
I always chatted with the duck back in Shala.
Maybe it is a different duck. Maybe it is the same. I didn't see the one in Shalaliv. Hmm?
Hmm.
Well,
Please don't let me interrupt if you are talking. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
no, I was just pitching an
Oh,
entirely different system for no good reason, one that Sky isn't familiar with and will not be able to utilize. I just have it in my head, and I
is
wanted to
this
express.
hovering?
Oh, well, no, it's currently is in quote unquote dry dock.
Oh,
If you see the
I see.
actual, if you see the actual prototype is outside.
This way?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm introduce you to my prototype driver. He's the one who's currently testing it. Yep,
what is the purpose for this? Oh, is it a boat?
it's a flying machine.
Flying. Okay.
Like the one inside. We were discussing optimization and engine designs, different runic conduits, uh, efficiency optimization for potential exhaust, automation. other such things.
Yeah,
I
currently it goes far from here to the nearby portal before it losing altitude. Thus, it's a progress. My goal here is to have the engine small enough to fit on the pockets.
That is pretty impressive. But most of the things you make are, and I don't understand. But I do try.
Yeah, they're mostly mechanical. There's one I'm
Did you?
trying. Eh?
Oh, I apologize. Go ahead.
It's fine. I was gonna say there's one I'm trying to work on, but it's more of an implant of some sorts. But that's for another time. Sorry, what are you saying?
I was going to ask if you two were able to talk about your book, the important things. This is important too, but you know, the private things.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we didn't actually get to that yet, did we?
Nope. We got a
We're
little
very
sidetrack.
very excited about the machinery.
Is your I'm snacking on seeds, sorry. I'm sure you understand, Sky. Is your workshop private enough?
E-
There's a lot of birds that
Should be fine.
repeat what they hear.
the book is here. They don't usually fly off. They're kind of skittish. They prefer the safety of the roost. That's why I'm the only one who always
Hello,
flies
Bert.
out.
Hello, Bert. Hello, Bert. Hello, Bert. Hello, Bert. Someone is missing.
Oh, that's my bed.
Oh, it's your bed. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's very cute.
That's my bed.
Oh, and hello, Skybird. And then hello, Bert. And then hello, Bert behind Sevitar. And I think I've got all of the birds.
They're birds. Are they like you, Sky?
Most of them are part of my flock. Aside from the two shoe bills there were or
Actually,
Sevitar.
Norn, I just realized Sky can relate.
Sevitar, I'm a druid. I talk to animals, remember?
This is true. Sky, do you understand that what you're experiencing between your flock of regular birds is how I feel like all the time?
Skittish, rarely go out, usually focus on their jobs.
Surrounded by idiots. Current excluded.
Don't say that to the birds.
Wow.
No, it's comparative. You see, I'm sure they're very smart for birds, but they're birds.
I mean, to be fair, I'm very honest with myself that I'm smarter than the average bird.
Okay, the book.
Never thought I'd find someone that can relate to me like this.
When you, the book, both of
Right.
you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so,
we got easily distractible. Yes.
It did earlier in conversation. I mentioned to Sky some of our past use of vigor alloys and how we did so safely.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose the better question now, Sky, is what exactly would you like to talk about? What is it that you want to go more in depth into?
Ooh, that is a good question.
I will say I appreciate in your book that a good chunk of it included safety instructions.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm. The big.
So,
The,
yes,
mm,
how can we help?
all right. So I made the ore. So it's more on a lot of testing. Are they like valuable? How strong enough? Or is there a way to break it in case someone tries to weaponize it? That's my primal fear at this point.
Tries. Sky, it has been weaponized.
Oh, mm,
That's what we've been trying to prevent, but it was a good reason why the war over 100 years ago was as destructive as it was.
mm,
This version of weaponizing the mycelium, the technical one, was mostly the Vassans, and arguably the least destructive, at least, when compared to the curse that killed thousands, but it was still no less horrific.
mm.
And that it boils down to the fact that it is really good at what it does. When used with the right technology and know how, it can be one of the most efficient materials for anyone to work with. And when you combine that with an active war over the resource itself, you get, well, horrific things and creations of nothing but pure destruction.
The question is there any point of weakness?
Define weakness.
Like, for example, steel rust.
Oh, hold that thought.
Hmm?
Oh, the alloy?
Can I have some of your seeds? I want some seeds now.
You can have some.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
I was munching on some seeds earlier, I said, which is why my mouth was full. He wants some of them.
Thank you. Sorry, Norna. Carry on.
Interesting.
Oh, I said I figured you might be able to relate to that, Sky. I don't know if you eat seeds, but anyway.
I do,
Um,
but I don't wanna hound on it compared to grubs. We
okay.
all love
That's
grubs. Yeah.
I like to watch them wake up. But either way, do you mean so like other metals will oxidize or rust, so they say? Do you mean does the alloy created have weaknesses to any elements?
Can be elements, can be pressure, e- exposure, anything. That's why I have this bar sample.
I will let Sevitar elaborate because it's more his thing. But um, from what I think, I don't know. I'm not the wizard that has been studying or messed with it as much, but I have watched that the metal you might use to refine it, like for instance, star metal. That
Hmm.
the properties of that, if that metal can be corrosive or has certain weaknesses to certain elements or magic, I feel like it would take on that metal's properties. So whichever you used, I would still test it, honestly, but expose it to things, uh, magic, high volumes of electricity, water. See what happens.
Hmm. So,
She's absolutely 100% correct. That was so good, Norna. I'm proud of you.
I do watch and listen. Thank you.
I'm so proud. But she nailed it on the head. It is a twofold thing, right? First of all, you have to remember the mycelium is not actually a mineral.
Yes, it's an
So
organic.
I know you know that very well, but I myself, I still find myself falling into the trappings of categorizing it as a mineral and thinking of it in terms of such. Even though it can act like a mineral, it isn't. But still, when turned into an alloy successfully, which isn't an easy fit, it you can see it as it taking on some of the properties of the material it has been alloyed with, and it does. But it can also be seen as a dilution of the properties of the mycelium itself.
Mm.
It takes on all sort. It it does gain some of the positive effects of the metal that you choose to alloy it with. Not all of them work, but some do. It can be a lot more resistant to fire in that way, and it can take longer for frost to set in. But those methods will still work. Those properties, even if they are muted, are not as immediately as effective depending on the type of metal that you used. Some would actually make that faster rather than slower. Those can still work. Frost more so than flame, just because it is a lot easier to subject something to frost and wait out the effects than it is to build up the necessary
Heat.
temperatures, yes, to overcome the resistance of whatever metal you alloy it with. But as Norna very smartly, I'm so proud of you, pointed out, the mycelium will take on properties of the metal, not just the positives, but also the negatives. So if some metal is particularly subject to some condition or another element, so will the alloy to a lesser extent than the pure metal, but still it will be possible. That's how you can make the mycelium conduct electricity, for example.
Mm.
So, while all that is true, it is also not unfair to say that in the form of an alloy, the vigor ore becomes, again, depending on the mineral that you use, but it becomes just a lot better at doing pretty much anything that one could want it for. At least
Mm.
as insofar as using it as part of something and not some religious or druidic
Hmm.
purpose. To that I cannot speak.
Speaking of as we managed to cool it off, I heard a very off key hum as it cools off. It's loud at first, but it gets weaker and weaker as it cools down. Not sure if you have a sensitive ear. I can still hear it.
Norna, do you want to try?
Mm, sure. Is
Is
it
it?
there?
Yeah, it's in that secure box.
All right. No touching.
Yep.
Thank you for the safety measures, or at least
Mhm.
informative measures.
Redundancies. What dice should I? Perception.
It's very faint but existent. It's likely at a pitch that is very difficult for just anyone to hear.
It has been recorded to resonate. With the purpose of it is still theoretical. Does it seek out its kind? Does it communicate? Is it purely a physical reaction that just sounds to us like a murmur? I do not know. But it has been recorded, but it's not very consistent. I suspect there is more. There's more factors here that escape me. But I would recommend,
Oof.
As an unknown, to avoid it as much as possible.
That's a nat 20. Oh?
I'll get away from the box for now. I don't want it to try to talk to me.
Interesting.
Yes. As I mentioned it before, Zkhai, I will not hide from you that Vigor Ore is one of the most extraordinary and most effective materials I have ever worked with. Just as long as you keep it from interacting with people, no good can come of that.
I see.
Yes. I would stay vigilant if I were you, in case you catch yourself wanting to listen to it again, or seeking it out, or if it affects you in some way. And probably keep it well insulated, as you already are, when not in use actively.
Yep, that's why I made this box very, very sealed.
I will say I have nothing but praise so far. I am pleasantly surprised and impressed by your work.
Thank you.
Can I say something? And this, you know me, it comes from the heart and not meant to be offensive, but it's meant to be a compliment. It is very surprising to see that a very smart bird is the one to handle this with such care and consideration comparatively to everyone else.
Not surprising to me.
You're a very smart bird, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Or maybe you didn't make wisdom your dump stat. Who knows?
I don't understand when he says these things. I ignore it.
It's a wizard talk. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, apparently it's wizard.
So, but got distracted again. So that I believe it is a resonance of some kind, and that all forms of the mycelium resonate in some way. But I believe that as the form of the mycelium changes, so too does its resonance. That's just a theory at this point, but it sort of checks out with the other instances of resonance that I've heard of. I am differentiating what you two just talked about to actively hearing voices and murmurs and whispers. That is a symptom of infection, not just proximity. If it gets to that point, do not ignore it. Isolate yourself immediately and try to purge as much as you can. But this is my current theory on the hum that you described, that it is the resonance of your unique version of Vigor Alloy. Can you tell me more about what metal you used and in what amounts?
Let me check my notes.
Was it refined Eldarium?
Yep, it's refined Eldarium. I'd say 99.9% pure.
99.9 to 0.1
Yep.
mycelium? Okay. If memory serves, we went a bit higher on the mycelium back in the day, but I don't believe we used Eldarium. I'll have to reflect back on my notes. Maybe we did, but I think I wasn't the one who did the alloy, but I believe it was more than one. I believe it was a combination of different metals. Norna, do you recall?
From what I understood, I only recall star metal being used, but I don't know if more was done, considering back then, at one point, many people that were also experimenting then disappeared.
Yes, we have had a lot of people move on to other things. Maybe they know something, but hey, they don't have Norna here, so I don't blame them. With that said, it is also important to remember that, like in any alloy, it depends on what you're trying to achieve, right? The different combinations produce different results, and that what's optimal for one purpose might not be optimal for another.
I see.
And it's also not always immediately obvious what the result of an alloy will be. Yes, the metal will take some of the mycelium characteristics, and the mycelium will take some characteristics of the metal, but the results can surprise you. They're not always predictable just by theory. because there's still a lot of unknowns with the mycelium. We cannot exactly predict what will happen without experimentation.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the experimentation part.
Mm-hmm. What else would you like to discuss? Do you have concerns or questions?
Hmm. Yeah,
Something you'd like
that's.
clarification on?
I believe that's pretty much for now. Um, I will brought up by letter if I have another question.
I will say this is all very impressive that you found all this on your own, separately from all the work that we've been doing so far.
I have some help.
I'm sure. And I will say, I feel a lot. I will sleep a lot safer seeing how seriously you take your work and work safety.
I mean,
Please keep
uh,
at it.
I mean, after
Yes, do not lose that.
after my experience during this sailing expedition, the last sailing expedition, especially now I have a note from the captain. Apparently, their last artificial got sliced and diced by a bunch of pirates. So yeah, it's an occupational hazard.
I understand that a lot of people perhaps don't understand my very insistent warnings about the mycelium. I'm sure that perhaps it is seen in a not very generous light sometimes. But I have seen what this can do when used by people who understand it and have the weight of industry behind them. And that terrifies me. We are still trying to contain the consequences of such reckless abuse of the mycelium to this day. We are still not close to a permanent resolution to the consequences from those years. If I am insistent in my warnings, it's not because I am secretive or selfish or untrusting or underestimating everyone else. I am terrified of what this can do.
Mm. Don't get me wrong, it is a very helpful thing. That's that's kind of the reason why I attempt to make that ingot.
It is helpful. Zinnia would not be what it is today without it. It is helping contain the cavern of curses. It is keeping the Oculus network running and precise. It has helped people in the past. I'm not saying none of that is possible, but it's all a math problem in my head. And it just doesn't fully add up.
It's all about the odds, isn't it?
It's just not worth it in the long run.
Hmm.
Because the more widespread it gets, the less we can guarantee that the people using it fulfill all of the long list of conditions needed to avoid a catastrophe sooner or later.
Hmm.
If I could make it so, I would make sure that the knowledge of the mycelium would be lost and die with me. But that's not possible.
No.
So the next best thing is education and regulation.
They're good to sweet. Sweet. That is
Well,
sweet.
so far we are attempting. I wouldn't say we're doing the best job, but I would say we're doing our best considering that as people start to get more educated, we have an influx of people that arrive that do not understand, and we must begin again.
And we still don't fully comprehend it.
No.
I mean, knowing's half the battle.
A lot more than half, I would say.
By the way, when you have a moment, Sevitar, I wish to borrow you, but I'm not taking you from here.
Oh no, it's fine.
Okay.
Do you want
Well,
some fresh air?
I would love fresh air at the very least. Absolutely. No offense to your lab. I think it is a lab or workshop.
It's a workshop.
I
It's
just
fine. It gets a little stuffy. Don't worry about it.
look, it's
there
morning.
there are forges inside, and heat in me are. Ugh.
I know.
I still on occasion forget that and bring her to the volcano because I am the stupidest smart person I know.
You're not. Mm. Yes, I cannot go to the volcano without a lot of enchanting from Sevitar, which is a pain when I need to go to the volcano. But oh well.
Oh well, it's curiosity. That's all it is.
Right. Well, I hope you. I hope my visit was helpful or at least productive in some way, Sky.
Yeah, I have a few ideas. I managed to get my scribe get some notes in. Say if you're interested on my cards, for example, since you already stated your free time, you can stop by and maybe take some test drive.
Uh, I told Sky I would love to buy one of those mechanical carts so I don't have to walk around places.
You will walk if I am walking, but if I'm not there, you do whatever you want.
Okay, I
I
can
mean,
agree to that.
I
Okay.
can.
Or yes, what if you sit on the cart with me? Hmm?
Yeah, like having a two-seater configuration.
One seat is fine. We don't need to.
He
We don't
wants
need to.
he wants to hold me. That is what it is, but he won't say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just so light, and I I mean,
Eh.
just the extra seating would weigh more than you, and the machine would just, would require so much more
Mm-hmm.
Oh, uh,
alterations.
that's that's not good to say next to Norna. Extra weight,
Hmm?
really? That's not nice.
The seating, I said, Norna is so light. The seating would be more heavy than she is, and all the extra material necessary to make it a two-seater. It's just unnecessary. That's all.
Oh, trust me, I
I
can
don't
make it.
think.
I can make it as light as possible.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Yep, yep. It's just suboptimal.
Mm-hmm. I'll see what I can do.
Yes. Did you have any questions or another issue you wanted to discuss, Sky?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna discuss about the heart. Uh, Let me just pack this up first. Yeah. It's I'm trying to make a artificial art, basically. But
Heart?
yeah.
What do you, as opposed to the natural art, or what do you mean?
It's see what I mean.
I will be right here. Have a look.
No,
I am going
it,
to frolic.
but the art is more your style. You come look at the art.
It's hearts. A hearts.
Oh, I heard art. Okay, never mind. I take it back.
Oh, art. Oh, that.
I
Oh,
heard art, and I'm like, okay, what does she mean by artificial art?
here, on top of the workbench. Apparently, according to the schematics that Runkel gave me, apparently it has a automated injection system that would put chemicals in his heart that would cause him to enrage. But
I'm sorry, who gave you the schematics?
Runkel.
Why does he need a heart?
No,
I don't know.
based on his own heart.
Why does he need a new heart?
How does he make schematics of his heart?
I don't know. He gave me a note.
Why does he need a new heart? Does it have to do with the thing that is wrong with him?
It's a kind of hard to explain. No pun intended.
Hard to explain.
Eh,
Well, the short version?
Short version, I tried to copy his kind of heart to make it more modular in case of heart surgeries, for example.
Right. I, so, assuming that this note you received of someone's heart is accurate somehow, what is stopping you? How can I help?
What is stopping me is like say that certain heart is gonna regenerate. I mean, I wanted to make it like modular enough to break piece by piece as the heart regenerates, so to say.
You wanted to stop another heart from growing?
No, I want the heart.
No, he wants, yeah, he wants the mechanical heart to slowly dissolve as it is replaced by the regular heart regenerating.
Mm-hmm.
That is,
You would have to make it out of something that is organic.
Hmm.
we'll have to
But-
combine the only
No,
reason I
go-
spoke
go
on
on.
it is
Yeah, no.
because
Please,
because
please,
No,
doctor.
please.
No, I was gonna say Norna is the one who actually understands how organs work, so by all means.
Please.
Well, if you want the material to decompose, or not really decompose, but be absorbed and utilized and replaced, it would obviously it would need to be organic. But then the problem comes in. You are someone that uses metals and whatnot to design machines. I don't know if you've ever created an organic machine, and I'm not saying that is not possible. I've seen druids do crazy things, but at this point, this is not really. Is it considered a machine? It is more it's you're making a heart at this point, not necessarily a machine.
I mean, the heart is a organic pump.
That's true. I mean, you can think of it as a machine, absolutely, and it might help you with how your mind works when it comes to things of an organic nature. But you would be creating a heart, and it would need to be with organic material, and it would need to be something that the body would want to absorb, obviously, and not reject.
Huh.
And not only that, I don't suppose there is.
It would also have to be some. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud, Savitar. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go on.
It would also have to be something that would not get absorbed and or rejected in a quicker amount of time than it takes for the actual heart to regenerate and repair. Otherwise, you are left with a heart that is damaged and someone that is dead.
You're so smart. I love you so much.
Do you forget that? I know I am silly, but I've always been smart, Savitar. I am just not.
I know. I can admire you, can't I?
You can, but I don't know whether to be happy or insulted.
Well, don't be insulted.
Okay, fine. I will not be.
Nikolai.
That is going to take a lot of. You might need to consult with friends. We would help if you want, but you have a lot of friends, and some may be more versed in medical things, or even flora and fauna, and they might be able to tell you more and help you more, especially medical practitioners. And
So
you have to add in the variables of what exactly rune is, because I am not sure, because then you add in the species and what they are, and how his heart will probably likely look the same as most hearts usually, but different size. But the blood and the way the body processes things will be different depending on the species. Or
I see.
if they have an affliction. Some people have vampirism, lycanthropy. These people do not eat the same things we do. Their bodies do not take nutrients in the same way, and you get into a whole nother area, and I'm making my own head hurt. I'm going to shut up.
No. Yeah, it does make me rethink. It's
More worryingly for me, actually not more worryingly, but in addition to all this, you have to consider the fact that, let's say that either through magic or biologically growing an automatically dissolving heart, you will need to not only connect the replacement heart to the tissue that will start growing the new one from the body, but the rate of dissolution will need to match the rate of the regeneration. Otherwise, just as Norna said, a mismatched. Yes, yes.
I could be thinking of it just in my own way, but what if Sky's route is not exactly completely unviable? You two are the ones that are good with machines and enchanting. Is there a way to enchant a machine, a small heart-like machine, to slowly dissipate over a very specific amount of time with a lot of math that I would never be able to do?
Hmm.
Yes, of course. But like I said, let's say we do get the dissolution method, whether through, arcane magic or purely mechanical or biological processes. It will need to not only match the rate of growth to the rate of dissolution, but it will also need to be connected as it happens so as
Within
not to leave,
sorry.
you don't want the two halves of the heart separate even by nanometers.
With an enchantment, could you not link the two together to be able to sort of call to one another whether or not the regeneration is happening at a certain... Right, okay.
Yes, it would be extremely complicated, and ideally you would need to study the regeneration process of the being.
Which could be quicker, or could be slower.
Yes, I'm not saying it's not possible. It is. It's just no matter which avenue you approach it from, it will be incredibly complex, and without any way to viably test the prototype.
Are you there?
Meet.
Anyone?
Likely to
Hello.
result in a very painful death. Hello.
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 Sorry I interrupt.
Hello.
No, you're good.
I'm just gonna drop off some stuff for you, Sky.
Okay.
Cat lady without the mask.
Oh, hang on. I need to fluff off.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at fancy.
But before you, before you get involved in a whole other thing, did you want us to work on this with you, Sky?
Yes, please.
Okay. Then we'll talk about it again in the next few days.
I'm excited, because whether or not I can contribute in a way, I can still learn things, and I like learning. I'm trying.
Yes, you can. We will need you for sure. You're a doctor. We're gonna need a doctor.
I'm excited.
Of course, there will need to be, contracts of waivers rather of legal responsibility for the quite
Unfortunately.
likely very unfortunate and grisly results.
Basically, just something from Rune, should we get to the point of, stating if something goes wrong, it is something he accepts. You know?
There you go, Sky.
Yee, thank you.
All right. Well, we'll talk again soon, Sky. We have our field trip for Sunday, and hopefully we'll meet again before that to discuss the heart in more length.
Alright. I'm also like,
Okay.
have Dr. Tirsuday and Hermit, involved with this project as well. So, yeah.
Good, I want to see Tyr again.
Oh, and yeah, that's my next appointment actually.
Ah, have another one. I need to borrow you.
Yes, I'm gonna let Norna borrow me because I have another appointment in an hour.
Alright, good luck.
Okay, Sky. We'll see you later. Thank you for showing me your cool stuff.
You're great. You're a great bird.
Thank you, thank you. Go.
Well, I think I like her more than most humans I meet.
Do you want to fly? Do you want to carry me?
I thought you'd never ask.
Right. This one's
Where
gonna
are we going?
To town.
card light. There you go. I need another. Oh yeah, speaking of, I might modify this. Ah, so bright! I mean, flashbang. Alright, time to change the color of this. No. Warmer, gore. This will be Fured. Or rather, default. What do I need to change from this? So from the drill. There we go. Because it's raining. Yeah, what's next after that? I don't know. Ooh, good question. Boom. Hmm. And that's the only sky related recap so far. Oh, why am I yawning? Oh yeah, I was like tired. I woke up way too early. Man, I'm gonna miss him so much. But the seas are calling me. Why are you naked? There we go. Hmm. I don't know. I'm kind of blank out now after this. Sorry. Wow, I got 3 hours. Okay. Interesting. I think I feel like I need rest for some reason. Alright, I'll take a little rest. Mm, interesting. Angelique, thank you for the read. You know what? Let's expand it. Let's go. Let's see what shenanigans I will be end up. I'll be end up today. Yes, I welcome. Do you like the bugs? Yes. Oh wait, I do have the bugs. Shoot, I should have put it in the box before they expired. I don't wanna lose the bugs. Grub life. Grub is love. Grub is life. I should really post more artworks in there next time around. But I'm not motivated yet. Ten six or two every wow. Man, my eels are getting expired. That's annoying. Unless I'm gonna put the eels here. That's amore. What a wee bit tired though. That's the problem. I'm a wee bit tired. Not sure I'm tired. Hmm. I wanted to do something, but I'm tired for no absolute reason. You know what? Let's see. Not might as well. Even hagisan chugnal wadisan la 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 whatever. Just pass it on. I'm gonna pass it on. I'm too tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Uh, we'll see you when I see you. So, see ya. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Spookings.